Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has been fascinated by what it cannot understand. Stories of unexplained disappearances, mysterious artifacts, and paranormal phenomena fill our records, challenging logic and science. Today, we will dive into the 5 greatest unsolved mysteries that continue to intrigue the world. Get ready to question everything you think you know. 1. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur bound for Beijing, carrying 239 people. Just over an hour after takeoff, the plane vanished from civilian radar. Despite one of the largest searches in aviation history, costing millions of dollars and covering vast areas of the Indian Ocean, no main wreckage was found. Some debris was found on African beaches, but the exact location of the main fuselage and the cause of the crash remain a mystery. Theories range from mechanical failure, hijacking, to deliberate action by the pilot. To this day, only 33 fragments have been confirmed as part of the plane, discovered on islands in the Indian Ocean and along the African coast. The search operation covered over 120,000 square kilometers before officially ending in 2018, without locating the main wreckage. 2. The disappearance of the Roanoke Colony. In 1587, a group of over 100 English settlers, led by John White, established themselves on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina, USA. They came seeking a new life in the New World. White, who had brought his daughter and granddaughter, returned to England to fetch supplies. However, war with Spain and other problems delayed his return for 3 long years. When White finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, the colony was completely deserted. No signs of struggle or bodies were found. The only clue left behind was the word Croton carved into a post, and CRO on a nearby tree. Croton was the name of a neighboring island, inhabited by a friendly indigenous tribe. The most accepted theory is that the settlers moved there and assimilated with the natives, though there is no concrete proof. Among the missing was Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. In 2015, researchers found hidden symbols on maps from that time that might indicate where the settlers went, but nothing was confirmed. 3. The Bermuda Triangle. Imagine an area in the North Atlantic Ocean, forming a triangle between Bermuda, Miami, Florida, and Puerto Rico. Over the centuries, this region has become synonymous with mystery, with countless reports of ships and planes disappearing without a trace, without distress calls, and in seemingly normal weather conditions. One of the most famous cases is Flight 19, a squadron of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that vanished in 1945 during a training exercise. Even the rescue plane sent to find them disappeared. In total, 27 men went missing that day without explanation. Some scientists believe magnetic anomalies or methane gas bubbles on the ocean floor could explain some of the disappearances. Interestingly, the U.S. Navy does not officially recognize the triangle as a hazard area, and statistics show that the number of incidents is not higher than in other heavily navigated regions. 4. Stonehenge. In the heart of the Salisbury Plain in England stands one of the most iconic and enigmatic prehistoric monuments in the world, Stonehenge. A colossal circular structure of stones, some weighing over 25 tons, erected around 4,500 years ago. But how did a Stone Age society transport and position these massive rocks with such precision? Stonehenge is believed to have been built in several phases over 1,500 years. The larger stones, known as sarsens, came from Marlborough Downs, about 32 kilometers away. The smaller bluestones were transported from Preseli Hills in Wales, over 225 kilometers. Without modern technology, this feat is almost incomprehensible. In 2020, researchers discovered that some stones came from Wanmon, Wales, suggesting Stonehenge might have been part of an even older monument. Many scholars also point to its alignment with solstices, indicating possible astronomical and ritualistic purposes. 5. The Nazca Lines. In the arid desert of Peru, spread across a vast stretch of land, are the Nazca Lines, one of the most intriguing creations of ancient humanity. Giant geoglyphs, some hundreds of meters long, depict animals, geometric figures, and humanoid shapes, etched into the ground so that they can only be fully appreciated from above. These impressive figures were created by the ancient Nazca civilization between 500 BCE and 500 CE, simply by removing the darker stones on the surface to reveal lighter sand underneath. What is truly mysterious is not only the scale, but the purpose. Why make designs so elaborate that they can only be seen from a high vantage point? Theories about the Nazca Lines are as varied as the drawings themselves. Some believe they were part of complex religious rituals, possibly pathways for ceremonies or to invoke sky deities, acting as a giant astronomical calendar. Others suggest they were maps for water sources or an underground irrigation system, showing where the ancient Nazca could find precious resources. An even bolder theory proposes the lines were landing strips or messages for extraterrestrial visitors, popularized by Erich von Däniken in his book Chariots of the Gods. While this theory is largely discredited by archaeology, it emphasizes how inexplicable the scale and precision of the Nazca Lines appear given the technology of the time. In 2019, Japanese scientists identified new figures using AI, including a humanoid with a staff. Some lines align perfectly with the winter solstice, reinforcing the idea that they may have functioned as a massive astronomical calendar. From the unexplained disappearance of a modern airplane to the deafening silence of an entire colony, from colossal prehistoric engineering to an indecipherable message etched into an ancient desert, each of these mysteries reminds us of how little we truly know about the world and history. They challenge our logic, our science, and our understanding of reality. Perhaps we will never find definitive answers to all of them, and maybe that's the beauty. They invite us to speculate, investigate, and keep the flame of curiosity alive. Which of these mysteries intrigues you the most? Share your theory in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you at the next Enigma.